Hi, I'm Chef Todd Gray, and I'm showing you how to prepare whole roasted chili rub chicken. So let's get started. I've got a beautiful 3-pound chicken here from Harris Teeter. I'll get this opened up, and I'll show you what to look for in a good fresh bird. Remove the packaging, and we can see it's a nice, fresh, plump bird. We've got no discoloration in the skin. Smells nice and fresh, nothing sticky. Look how nice and plump the bird is. Put it back on the tray here. The first thing I'm going to do is to take this chicken and open up the carcass slightly. Take these rosemary branches, I have about 3. Stick those snugly inside the cavity, and then just reposition the legs to keep that secure. So now that we have the bird stuffed, we're going to make our rub. Let's get started by combining a little brown sugar, chili powder, almost a little southwestern in inspiration here, olive oil. Create this rub now, almost becomes a paste. We need salt and pepper, of course. Okay, our sea salt. So let's get all this combined. Being sure that the brown sugar is nicely dissolved with the chili powder. We've got about a teaspoon of brown sugar and a tablespoon of chili powder, and about 2 tablespoons of olive oil and seasoning to taste. So now that all this sugar and chili powder and olive oil and salt and pepper is well combined, we're going to take it and evenly pour it over the chicken, rubbing it in with our spoon here, letting it fall naturally. Make sure that we cover all of the meat, being sure to work that into the skin, working around the legs, almost working it into the bird itself. So we'll just finish putting the rub onto the chicken. And now let's place it into our pot, taking our bird very carefully, laying it down inside the casserole, and then beginning to start with the butter. So we start placing these little knobs of butter over and around the chicken, rubbing some of it in. And the butter is going to help the caramelization. It can also provide richness, give us a little nuttiness to the finished product. We don't have to put too much on there. It will melt as it's roasted. I'll stick another knob up inside that leg there. There we go. And a little bit more on this side. So now that our chicken has its rub, I'm going to place the chicken into a 350-degree convection oven. I'm going to leave the lid off for the first half of the cooking time to get good caramelization and good color. And halfway through the cooking, I'll place the lid on the top. So our chicken's been in the oven for about an hour. I'll take off the lid. Oh, look at that. Beautiful roasted bird. So we can see we have nice, good caramelization. Check the breast, be sure it's tight. Be sure that the juices are running clear from the leg. If we want to check to make sure, you can always use a meat thermometer. Insert the thermometer between the breast and the leg, and it should read up to 160 degrees internal temperature on the chicken. Now, let's take our chicken out, getting it by the carcass inside, moving it carefully, and onto the platter. Maybe for a little presentation, we'll put a little rosemary around, just to give it some color. And we can serve this family style at the table. Take a little of this natural braising liquid. Pour a little bit more over the chicken. A little bit of that melted, almost chili butter. And there we have it. Whole roasted chili rub chicken. There's nothing quite as good as a roasted bird. Perfect.